Daytona Beach, Florida is home to Hankster's Hot Rods Muscle Car and Collector Car Showroom, where we own all of our vehicles. We are not a consignment dealership. If you are watching today's presentation on YouTube, please be sure to check out our website, which is hanksters.com. There you can find all of our most current inventory. Our YouTube videos we leave up on our channel at all times between both our Florida location and our Pennsylvania location. So there's a lot of video content on our channel. However, when a vehicle is funded in full, that unit comes down off of our website, letting you know it is no longer available for sale. We are standing in our showroom at Hankster's Garage, located at 2385 South Ridgewood in South Daytona, about 4 miles from our showroom. We are currently in the process of remodeling our showroom. It should be done here in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and we will be back to business as usual in there. But in the meantime, we are doing our video shoots from our Daytona showroom here at Hankster's Garage, where we sell automotive parts, accessories. We install them, so vintage air systems, Dakota digital dashes, front disc brake conversions, four-wheel disc brake conversions, lift kits, lowering kits. We do it all. So hankstersgarage.com, check that out. Very, very cool car to present to you today. 1970 Ford Mach 1 Mustang, and I'm going to tell you all the reasons why this car will generate a lot of activity on our website. First of all, it is a 351. Secondly, the brake booster in the back corner on the driver's side tells you that it has power brakes. The car does have right here on the driver's side, normally on the passenger side, but that is an AC compressor, so the car does have AC. Underneath the AC compressor that you can barely see is jammed a power steering reservoir, so the car has power steering. So, 351, power steering, power brakes, and AC. It also has a Tremec 5-speed. So let's take a look at this awesome piece of machinery here. Ford Mach 1, it is a true Mach 1. It is red in color, obviously. We have the black racing stripes with the center hood scoop. 351 designation on the hood scoop tells you there is a 351 underneath the hood. Take a look at the top of the fenders, top of the hood. Paint is in really nice condition. It's a driver quality paint job, as most of our cars are. However, if you're looking at the top of the hood here, there's no blistering, fading, cracking of any kind. These are decals that are on here. There is a slight crack there in the hood scoop. Very, very faint, but you can see it. Very minuscule crack. But the top of the fenders and the top of the hood look pretty good. You step back from the car, you take a look at the front of this Mach 1. The chrome on the front bumper, fantastic condition. No pitting, no flaking, anything like that. Lower spoiler there on the car, black plastic. That's all in one piece, not cracked up. Your headlight clarity looks good, and the grille also looks to be in good condition. Moving around the vehicle, let's check out the driver's side front fender. Paint is good at the top, in the center, and at the very bottom. The wheels, chrome on the wheels look to be in pretty good condition. BFG raised white letter radials. Check out the wheels up close on our website. We do take still photos of each and every wheel so you can get a good look at those, and also obviously take a look at them here on our video presentation. You do have the Mach 1 badging here down low, right behind the driver side tire wheel. Mustang designation on the fender. You can see here the paint on the fender is all in nice shape. Glass clarity. Front windshield looks to be pretty good. Not only the glass itself, but the chrome that encompasses the front windshield looks to be in good condition. Cowl panel here where the wiper arms come out of looks to be in good shape. You do have dual mirrors on the car, one on the driver door, one on the passenger door, painted the same color as the car. This car does have turn signal indicators in the hood. We'll find out later on the test drive if those work or not. Your drip rail moldings are chrome. They look to be in pretty good condition. Looks like they were installed professionally. I don't see any improper crimps or dents in those. The driver door is in good shape. From the standpoint that the body line, you can see from the front fender to the rear quarter, everything lines up nicely. Your door gaps are uniform. Those of you familiar with the Mustangs, you know that the lower portion here with the Mach 1 black badging down low, there's some areas of where the black has come off a little bit because obviously it's close to the road. It accepts road debris at that low of a level, but really nice condition overall. Again, it's a driver quality car. It's not perfect, but definitely a great representation of a 1970 Ford Mustang with the color and the AC and the 5-speed. It's real nice car. Roof looks to be in good shape as well. Clear coat is uniform. Color is uniform. There's no blistering or cracking in the roof itself. Let's take a look at the interior in this vehicle. Let's start with the door panels. So up top here, vinyl. You have your wood grain in the center with your Mustang logo. Armrest is vinyl, also in good shape, not torn up or anything. Your carpeting at the bottom of the door is in great condition. I'll pop up the driver's seat here so we can take a look in the back seat. Back seats, again, nice condition. I don't see anything torn, ripped. Your side panels there are in pretty decent condition. Your sail panels up there in nice shape. Headliner, I will show you, has 2 little small tears in it. I'll show you that when we get to the other side. But the carpeting in the rear, you can see, nice condition underneath. Floor mat's good. Seat backs are good. Driver's seat. So obviously this is the most used seat in the car, and nice cushion. Nice material on the seats, nothing ripped or torn or worn out by the driver sliding in and out. I did mention earlier in the presentation it is a Tremec 5-speed. Seat belts are snapped there in the center of the vehicle. The Mustang floor mat, you do have your Mustang badging there. This is just a large piece of rubber, so most of the driver's side floor is encompassed in rubber. So, but you can see up there by the center console, nothing's worn out or torn on the carpeting. Steering wheel is in nice shape. It's aftermarket. Dash pad looks to be in good condition as well. We'll check out the dash pad and the rest of the interior, like the center console condition and whatnot, when we're actually in the car on the test drive. How about the rear quarter? Let's take a look at it. Up top here, looks pretty good. There is a small chip there out of the driver's side, right above the wheel well there. But the paint itself on the body of the car, no blistering, cracking, anything down low. It's all nice and neat down there. No paint blisters, no signs of, Bondo work. Same thing with the top of the rear quarter. The paint's nice and uniform, dropping down from the roof to the rear quarter. Louvered rear windshield. The louvers are in nice shape. They're not faded. And then, of course, the black rear spoiler that's mounted to the deck lid matches those. Mach 1 designation in the center of the deck lid rear. Got a little tiny paint scratch right there, I guess. I'm trying to see if it's just something. No, that's in the paint. So it's got a little mark right there. Rear bumper, same as the front bumper. Chrome is nice. You can see around your bumper bolts, there's nothing chipped or rusted around there. Dual chrome tips coming out beneath the lower fascia there, underneath the rear bumper. Reverse lights down low on either side of your exhaust pipe, one on the driver's side, one on the passenger side. Chrome bezels around your brake lights are in nice condition as well. On the Mustangs, those have a tendency to want to pit or patina, and those look to be newer to me. Fuel cap door, of course. Opening up the trunk, you do have a full-size spare. Let me see if I can manage to, it is a BFG. I feel maybe a breaker bar down there. I'm not sure if I know if there's a jack in there or not. Yeah, it feels like there's a jack in there also. I'll show you this in a minute. Let's pull back the trunk mat. Try not to tear out any of the wiring. Trunk's nice and solid. That's like a cardboard cover there because your fuel tank's underneath there. Trunk mat's nice. Documentation. There is a lot of documentation. I'm just going to show you a couple items. There are some pictures of the restoration. You know, some of these are dated. These receipts, I went through them. There's quite a few here. They are dated anywhere from 2001 to 2011. So there's a you know, good deal of receipts in there. Original build sheet, what's left of it. Somebody had a breakdown from Ford Motor Division done there. And I went through the receipts. What the receipts are is just simply, you know, parts receipts. There is a receipt for when they put the Tremec 5-speed in 2004. So that's when the transmission was switched out. But all the receipts that you see here will come with the vehicle. Looking down the passenger side of the vehicle, the rear quarter nice and straight. The paint on the rear quarter here down low, again, no blistering, cracking, chipping. Hopefully you got a good shot down the passenger side of the body lines. The passenger side door lines up nice and straight with the front fender and the rear quarter. Again, the raised white letter BFGs. Take a look in the passenger side of the vehicle. Much the same as the driver's side, the door panel, vinyl, wood grain, carpeting, everything's in real nice shape. Passenger seat is just the same as the driver's side. All the interior is in real nice condition. You get a better look from this side at the center console because you don't have the steering wheel in your way. You have the wood grain around your 5-speed Hurst shifter there. Real nice condition. Again, we will take a closer look at the interior when we're actually on the test drive. So the paint, you know, halfway down the passenger door there, rear quarter, passenger door, front fender, everything's real nice and neat. The lower rocker molding covers and lower door covers, same as the driver's side, they have slight, wear. You can see hopefully here in the video and maybe in the still photos as well. They do have wear there from sitting so low to the ground. It is what it is. You could paint them black if you wanted to, or replace them, but nonetheless, it's a turnkey car ready to go. It's just, I'm pointing it out so that you know that it's there in case you don't see it in the photos, that they're, got some silver spots in with the black. The passenger side fender, again, same as the driver's side. Paint's real nice and uniform. No blistering, cracking, spider webbing in the paint, anything. No blisters here down low. Your Mustang logo badging there on the passenger side fender. It's a nice looking car. It really is. A lot of things going for it. Like I stated earlier, you have the 351, you have the power steering, you have the power brakes, you have the AC, you have the Tremec 5-speed, you have raised white letter BFG radials that are newer tires and ready to go. So definitely a lot of positive aspects of this 1970 Ford Mach 1 Mustang. I encourage you to come in person to view whatever vehicle that you might be interested in our inventory. We just did a quick walk-around video of this 1970 Ford Mustang, showed you the paint, showed you the interior. Shortly here we'll do an undercarriage presentation, and then we'll do a test drive. Everything you see us doing in these videos, you can do in person when you visit us here in Daytona. We'd be happy to show you any vehicle you might be interested in, as well as explain, the process of not only purchasing a classic vehicle from us, but also some of the responsibility that comes with owning one. We do a lot of sight unseen business. At the end of the day, we are an internet-based business. We have been for over 20 years. Think about it. We've been doing this for 20 plus years in the classic car business. So hopefully our longevity in this business tells you something about not only the type of product we sell, but the type of business we conduct. But I definitely encourage you guys, especially if this is your first classic car purchase, visit our showroom in person. We'll show you the car, you know, in its entirety. This way, you know, there's only so much information we can cram into a 20-minute video presentation. But if you come visit us, you can spend 2 hours here if you'd like, and look over the car real well. This way, when the vehicle arrives wherever you're at in the United States or in the world, there's no surprises because you were here and you looked it over yourself. We're going to bounce back to the showroom now. We'll use the lifts. I'm not going to tie up the lift. We do have lifts here. We have 3 lifts out back here, but I'm not going to tie those up. The guys are working on them. We'll go use our lifts at the showroom, and then after that, we'll do an undercarriage presentation over there. Then after that, we'll do a short little test drive in our 1970 Mach 1 Mustang. Underneath our 1970 Ford Mach 1 Mustang, there's going to be disc brakes on all 4 corners. You can get a pretty good shot of the passenger side of the oil pan. You see the gasket looks fairly new. Bolts are dry. Starter's dry. Driver's side's a little more covered. You do have a set of dual headers. Driver and passenger side. Frame rails look to be in pretty decent condition. Driver and passenger side. There's a cross member supporting the tranny up. Flywheel is covered. Let's take a look at the floor pans. Floor pans look good. They look to be one solid piece all the way through. They obviously look to me like they have been replaced at some point in time, but nonetheless, they start up here. They finish, of course, back there by the rear frame rails. That's where you know your passenger seat, rear passenger seat would be. Looks like one solid piece all the way back. I don't see anything sectioned in. You're going to have dual pipes running down either side of the drive shaft, dual mufflers on either side of the drive shaft, and then, of course, your dual exhaust. Drum brakes in the rear just as they were in the front. The area up where your rear end pumpkin is going to sit when the car's on the ground, that looks to be good up there. Your exhaust pipes continue up over the rear end, of course, to exhaust out the rear on your chrome tips. Rear end looks good. Rear frame rails you can see on the passenger side there, nice and solid. Driver's side. Gas tank, looks like a couple dents there. Not sure how. I never was sure how people dented gas tanks, but obviously pulling into something too close in the garage, or who knows. But we get a lot of dented gas tanks for whatever reason. 1970 Ford Mustang Mach 1. We will take it out on a short little test drive, but before we do that, I'm going to discuss the payment options with you. First of all, if you are a cash buyer, we accept cash if you're coming to see us in person. But the more common forms of payment are cashier's check from your bank, and then even more common than that is bank wire transfer. Bank wire transfer puts the funds there usually the same day or the next business morning, and then once the vehicle's funded in full, we can start preparing it for shipment. If you're financing, the collector car lenders we work with will do a 5 to 10 year loan on our classic cars. 10% down of the purchase price. So if it's a $50,000 car, you got to put $5 grand down out of pocket. You can do more if you'd like to. However, they're going to require a minimum of 10% of the purchase price, no matter what your credit score. Once that car is funded, whether you're cash or financing, the vehicle gets put through a pre-delivery inspection process. We just go over the car, make sure you have reverse lights, brake lights, wipers, horn, lug nuts are torqued, tire pressure's correct. You know, we give it, they're old cars. Anything can start leaking, anything can stop working at any time. So we give it one final shakedown before it leaves. Make sure it has the green light heading to you. Once the guys do green light it and it's through inspection, we call a carrier for pickup. Generally, we can have a truck here within 48 hours to pick the vehicle up. However, it may be longer if you're in a more rural or remote destination, or if you're on the West Coast where they only do a couple runs a week. But I promise you, once the vehicle's funded, we work quickly. It goes through inspection, it goes through detail, a carrier gets dispatched, and we have it heading your direction as soon as possible. We work quickly once we're paid, so the whole process is a lot faster than you might think. Let's set this 1970 Ford Mustang down on the ground. We'll take it out on a little test drive and show you guys how the car runs out. Inside our 70 Mach 1 Mustang. Well, 5 seconds ago we had a horn, but we don't now, so we'll have to look at that. It will have a horn when it leaves here, I guarantee you that. How about we do turn signals? Driver's side. Indicator over in the alternator gauge and in the hood. Indicator in the oil pressure gauge and in the hood. Hopefully you guys can see that with the sun glare. 61,937 is the mileage on the odometer. Title reads exempt, so true mileage unknown. Fuel gauge is working, and so is the temp gauge. They are in the same cluster. Wipers. Radio does not work. AC does though. Blowing cold. I'm gonna turn it off. It's not that hot today. Clock ticking over there. Nope, clock does not work. We don't fix clocks. We don't fix radios, so clock and radio will not work. Horn will though. 5-speed Tremec, as I stated. Headliner. Oh, so the holes I want to show you in the headliner are right there above the passenger side. Looks like somebody's patched it already. Like there's a little rip there, and then there's a rip right there where maybe, I don't know, a seat belt used to be or some type of mount used to be. I'm not really sure, but those are the two headliner issues. As I told you in the showroom, center console looks to be in pretty nice condition. The dash pad looks to be in pretty nice shape. Good stuff. Let's take it out on the road and give it a little test run, see how the car runs. Inside our 1970 Mach 1 Mustang. Car tracks nice and straight when you let go of the wheel. The steering's nice and tight. There's no shaking in the shifter. Car rides nice and smooth. No front end vibration. No engine or tranny vibration. Not sure, the speedometer's kind of deeply sunk in the dash here on our Mustang, so the speedometer is not only functioning and holding steady, but is also accurate, so that's always a good thing. We'll take it up here and we'll run it through the gears for you a little bit. Car rides nice though, looks good, rides nice. Car stops just like it should. No vibrations out of the brakes, no pulsations. I'm going to turn it off there because I don't know if there's any law enforcement up here or not. That was about 55 miles per hour. We got up to 4th. I didn't hit 5th, and I'm not going to, simply because it's a busier week here in Daytona. There's a lot of law enforcement on the road. I really don't feel like paying a ticket today. But as you can see, 50 miles an hour. We're tracking straight. The steering wheel's not shaking. The steering's nice and tight. The tires aren't vibrating. It holds the road nicely. Not popping out of gear. Shifter's not shaking all around. I mean, we're at 50 miles an hour, well, like 48 right now, but car has good pickup, good acceleration, and really holds to the road nice, and everything seems to be nice and tight on it. It's a really nice car, from the paint to the interior to the 5-speed. Motor has, again, good performance. So for those of you that are, I'm 5'11", a skosh over 200 pounds, and this is a bigger steering wheel, so it's kind of tight to the legs here. So if you're looking to purchase the car and you're a bigger gentleman or woman, you might not want to you might want to think about investing in a smaller steering wheel. But it's a nice steering wheel. It's just maybe a little big since it doesn't have tilt, and it gets kind of close to my legs. But I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but just thought I'd throw that in there. Very nice Mustang. It'll generate a lot of activity on our website. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach. Hanksters.com is our website. It's where you can find all the photos of this car, as well as this video presentation we're doing for you right now. At full retail price, this 1970 Mach 1 Mustang includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty that covers major mechanical breakdowns of the engine, the transmission, and the rear end. It doesn't cover oil leaks. It doesn't cover starters, batteries, brakes, alternators. The list goes on and on. On your warranty contract, you actually get 2 paragraphs. 1, what is covered. 2, what is not covered. So it's very simple to read and understand. By the way, where are we going? Our temp's right where it should be, right about half. Notice how we're at stop right now. We're idling nicely. It's not stalling out. It's not sputtering or spitting. It's not popping through the exhaust. Is the price of the car negotiable? It most certainly is. However, if we negotiate the price of the vehicle, the warranty comes off. The warranty is good at full retail price only. Also, the shipping comes off. At full retail price, we call the carrier, we arrange the pickup, we arrange the delivery, we make the payment. At a negotiated price, we will put you in contact with a shipping broker who all they do is shipping, and they can help you facilitate your shipping arrangements for your car on an open or enclosed carrier wherever you might be in the United States or in the world. Of course, if you're a collector, maybe you have your own open or enclosed carrier, you want to come trailer this baby home, you can do that as well. And then if you're local to us here in Central Florida and you want to pick the car up, you can come drive it home. If you're in, St. Augustine, Jacksonville, Orlando, Melbourne. Hanksters Hot Rods is located in Central Florida, Daytona Beach. And one last time, our website is hanksters.com. We would love to earn your business, earn you as a customer. Check us out.